What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back at it again, coming at you with episode 6 of our Let's Play series. Again, this is Soul Strike, Comptous's newest game out there in the mix here, the idle hack and slash RPG. As always, fam, we've been doing it big over the last week now, bringing you guys a Let's Play series, just showing you the ins and outs of this game as I progress. So, in today's video, I'm super excited to show this one because, man, we have made an amazing increase in overall stats and abilities, and we have obtained our first legendary class as well as our first legendary skill. We still haven't had our first legendary ally, but we are getting there real close. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about where I got these resources in order to do a ton of summons, as you guys can see way up there. Over 1,350 summons. How did I get all those resources to do that? And then we're going to go ahead and showcase some of the new changes that we have currently in our account here. So again, fam, before we get into that, thank you guys so much for your support. And as always, fam, if you want to see more Soul Strike content down the road, you all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course hit the notification bell so you guys know when the next video drops here. So again, as you guys can see, I have my menu open on the top right here because that's literally where we're going to start with. There's so many things that people forget about, and I intentionally did not grab it so that you guys can see what's kind of going on here. So the first thing I want to take a look at here, we'll start from the bottom left here, the warp. Again, the warp being able to showcase all the stages that you've cleared over the course of your time playing this game. And if you guys haven't seen, as you progress through it, you will be able to get yourself 1,000 ether for, you know, every 20 or so stages that you complete. But take note that one of the things that we constantly forget, if you look way up there, you will notice that if you've been playing active like AFK a lot, and you're pushing through the content, level up your stuff, you sometimes forget to go back to previous ones here and grab the 1,000 ether that you currently have available. Like look at this right now. We already have grabbed what, 13,000 ether or something like that. So there's a lot of rewards to be had here. Don't forget to check your warp. Okay, as always, you already know the missions that we're doing. They're gonna just constantly, like, you know, clear throughout the game here, whether we're talking about the ones we do every single day, weekly, or the repeatable ones. As long as you're going back here and check it, this is not going to be as many rewards, small rewards here, but they all add up. They all add up over time. So make sure that you guys are constantly checking your missions if you have not done so already. So we're going to claim all this goodness here. Look, 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 more rewards, more rewards, more rewards. Yes. And then of course, if those are not, if you don't see anything there, you'll probably see it on the top left, right where the guide mission is, to kind of give you an idea of where you're currently at with regards to missions. They will showcase not only the regular missions that they got in store, but also the dailies are repeatable. So as long as you're looking at the top left corner right under your name, always, you know, checking on that, clicking on that, you should be in a good spot here. Now again, we got to go back to the event. You know, we've been talking about this quite a bit here, going back into the event, checking the event, see what we got going on here, and then of course when you get those rewards, you know, click on and take those down. So naturally, these are basic stuff that we have to do for the daily and repeatables all the time. So if you're doing that, then you should be fine. Again, I don't even know how many crystals we collect. I think I'll have to take a look. I think I was around 160,000 ether. Okay. And I'm already at 199. We're just showcasing a couple of rewards that we've collected over 36 hours, something like that. I saved them all just to kind of give you an idea of what we're talking about here, so you guys kind of know what's going on, right? Okay. Now the content, I'm sorry, there's nothing over here. Sorry, the pass is what I want to show. So the pass here, this open again in the 120 plus. This is something that, again, just regular rewards that you're going to be able to obtain, but if you spend a little bit of money, you're going to be able to do that. Now I'm going to say this here, you know, because again, this isn't a sponsor video, and you know, I don't really know the true value of these passes, but I will say this, to me personally, while you can make an argument for getting specific passes, I honestly believe that for the first week of this game, there is just so many free rewards. Like, yes, you can spend money if you're one of those people that already spend money, but I don't think you need to. I really don't think you need to. Again, I literally just showed you over the course of a minute here that I've collected 40,000 ether, and 40,000 ether, like I said, if we go back here and take a look at the class summons, you know, I can't really show you this because I already have too many tickets here. But if I go over, let me take a look to see, so you guys can kind of see here. I'm just going to burn, I'm going to burn my tickets that I've gotten here, so you guys can see what it comes out to. So 3,000 gives you 30 summons, right? We've collected over 40,000. So that's what is that? Like 400 summons, right? 400 summons at each. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, there's so many. This is just like a small window of gameplay within a week or so of playing. Obviously, I've collected a whole lot more than that, and I've utilized a whole lot more. But yeah, no, that's what I want to put out there. There's just so many rewards to be able to collect here, and yeah, don't miss out on that. Don't miss out on it. Now, one of the things that I forgot to talk to you guys about on the bottom left here, if you take a look at this little potion, super cool. Another way of improving your overall stats for your character, is basically just the potion buff. So as you progress in the game, you know, the potions will level up. Once they get higher up, you click on them and you'll be able to get yourself a little bit of bonus to improve your overall stats here. So of course you're going to click all these similar to how you would click your soul parts, right? The purple orb, and getting yourself some free rewards. You do that, and you'll constantly be improving your character. Yeah, there's just so many ways of improving it. It's unbelievable. The amount of ways that you can improve your characters here. So let's go ahead and do this one, and I'm going to take a look at this next one here. We got a legendary here, which of course we're going to gladly take. We haven't gotten a whole lot of legendaries here, but you know, I will take that for sure. So going back to the inventory, I'm going to auto equip, and yeah, we are taking a look at, we've already had legendary items as far as like the overall inventory that we're wearing, but the newest things that we got going on here is the legendary skills. We got our first set of legendary skills as well as our legendary classes. We'll take a look at the legendary class I'm utilizing right now. So we got two different ones. We got the Cryomancer and we got the Weapon Master. As you guys can see, I went ahead on working on the Weapon Master simply for the fact that when it comes to these legendary abilities, you know, this one's of a higher grade, so I believe that the game is trying to tell me that this one's going to be the stronger one out of the legendaries that I currently have. The critical damage is nice, but I still have a fairly low critical rate. That being said, though, the value that it gives between the allies' damage as well as the HP is really, really good. And this one here provides, you know, attack for itself, and HP, you know, which is fine. But the overall boost, like the water boost, to me, I don't truly know like how strong is 5%. But to me, the 5% doesn't seem all too good. And if you take note here, again, talking about like the white typing versus green typing, the water boost of this passive does not change. This is not something you can level up. But here, even though you can't level the critical damage up, it's still a fair amount of critical damage that does, you know, additional damage versus whatever element we're talking about. So to me, I thought it was a no-brainer between the grade of the thing, grade of the skill, and of course the overall benefits there, that I think that this was the one to go. I'm obviously going to go ahead and level this up, you know, even more, but I'm trying to hold back a little bit as we are doing summons on a regular basis because we have to do them for our quests, our dailies, or repeatables. I'm doing those quests and kind of waiting to see, you know, what kind of things up here. So again, obviously we've done a lot of summons here. I'm going to go ahead and level these all up, so we can get these going, and we'll go back to the spells that we got going on here so you guys can see some changes here. So obviously I've been utilizing some of the strongest skills I have, but as you guys can see now, we've been a little bit more balanced when it comes to our abilities, right? We got a fire skill, we got an earth skill, we got a water skill here, and they're not just, you know, straight all damage stuff. They're actually some that provides some balance here. So I think we already talked about this one in the previous video, just talking about the 2-in-1 combo, being able to do AoE damage to all enemies, and then getting that 13% attack via the burn over time, which is obviously really good. But now we have Seth's Hands, which is going to summon a super big fist to bash up enemies, do more AoE damage. But one of the cool things about this one is it improves the skill damage as well. So again, obviously we still at a lower level. We don't have a ton of copies of this, so it's going to take a while to get this one evolved. But when we compare the amount of raw damage that this one does at around level 40 versus some of the epic and rare skills that we had at level 40, the damage is without question way higher. So yeah, we're definitely taking advantage of that. And then of course over here, Goddess Blessing. This one's a really cool one, being able to increase the attack by 16% and restore a small amount of mana every 6 seconds. So the more mana we have, the more skills we can cast. But overall, the attack percentage, I think, is super important to kind of take note of. Again, another skill damage improvement as well as HP recovery for the 300%. So as you guys can see, without question, this is just one of those abilities out there when you compare it to some of our epic and rare counterparts, is something that we had to go for. But you would think that I would be over the moon for those skills, but I kid you not, fam. I got my first mystical skill, Summon Homunculus. So now we can summon a variety of homunculus here, either attack or support. And of course, as you guys can see, our attack based one's going to deal crazy amount of damage in the path, freezing them as well. And then we also have one that's going to deal damage to all enemies in the area and reduce their defense by 5 seconds. So again, I think that sometimes we kind of forget about the overall value of what some of these like support like skills can have. When we think about a defense skill and the overall improvement that the damage can bring, it's going to be really good. Now, keep in mind that this is an auto game, it's an idle game. And yeah, we're not going to be like, you know, like sitting here with our skills and abilities kind of speed tuned and everything like that, right? It's just going to play out. But if we are in a situation to we're on a boss stage and we're like, okay, now I need to go ahead and, you know, time my stuff because I'm really close to killing it and I don't have the resources to level my character up. Let's go ahead and, you know, manual it out, summon the homunculus, do our abilities, see if the homunculus is the one that brings it to defense. Then we go ham with our abilities. We get a lot of value over there. And so, yeah, we're going to see a lot more improvement here if we are kind of focusing on that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with regards to the account, guys. We've just been really going out of our way to take the resources that the game has given us, invested it into here, getting lucky with some legendary and mystical summons here, and then, you know, kind of utilizing it to go ahead and just kind of clear content really quick. It's been about like I said, after the recent level up of those classes, you know, doing those 1300 summons and finally getting legendary class, without question, a legendary class versus like a rare epic class is just night and day difference. So keep on grinding, keep on pushing in the game, because once you get leveled up high enough to be able to basically pull legendary skills from your class image, you're going to be blown away at the true raw strength that these abilities can have, man. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Just kind of wanted to showcase that. Obviously, we're going to be looking at more content down the road, showcasing more stuff that kind of opens up for us as we go on the fly here. But as of right now, we're kind of holding back. I don't want to flood too much with this, you know, high-end content. I want to talk about a little bit of things here and there that I'm constantly doing to my account to kind of an overall improvement. And then hopefully down the road, we can take a look at some of these challenges here once we get a little bit higher up. As you guys can see right now, we are 5 stages away from showcasing some of the Tower of Trials. So I'm looking to showcase that and basically show you guys what that's all about. So again, fam, kind of stay tuned for that. It's probably going to be my next video. Thank you guys as always for your support. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys all in the next one. Take care.